Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Nino Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now, last time, I finally got access to Tengri in the map. That I needed to search out the stones. And now I can actively start searching around the 3 temples that I need to go to. I decided to look around the Vault of Tears first, because I felt that was the most easy to access, in my opinion, because for one of the other ones that I needed to go to, I really, I had to get my boat, and I didn't want to bother driving around that, to get over to this next area, to one of the stone locations, and then the other one, it was, I just want to save that one for last out of all 3, considering, I think it's the most challenging in my opinion. That's why I wanted to do the Vault of Tears first. Yeah, the pirate ship one, the one I needed my ship for, I'll just save that one for the next one. Whenever I get done with the Vault of Tears. I'll just do that one after this. Considering it would be for the best anyways, for obvious reasons, because it would just take a bit of time to drive over with my boat. Since I'm already here, might as well just get the Vault of Tears out of the way, for obvious reasons. You know what? Whenever I get around to it, I want to metamorphize some of my ability, some of my familiars, if I'm being honest. Mostly because I want to show you how the 3rd stage, you know what I mean. Whenever I get around to that, it would just be for the best. But yeah, at least I can actually swim as a frog. That's actually one of the most useful parts about this form, is that I can actively swim, instead of having to walk around. So whenever I encounter water in this temple, I won't have to deal with that in particular. So yeah. Um, I'm sure that frog came over by here. Ribbit, ribbit. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Stop, please. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Man, I hate this stupid frog. Come on, everybody. We have to go after it. He's right. We can't let it get away. Alright. Wait. Hold on. Why does this have symbols? And... Wait, hold on. I'm gonna show you a spell. I know what that symbol is. Hold on. Let me find that spell. I know what it is. Alright. Here it is. It's puppet string. Why is the symbol for puppet string on the floor? That's really weird. You know? Either way, let's just head through here and just try and find that rainbow frog. Yeah, it's really weird that I have to see what I can do. I just have to see what I can do, to turn back into a human. Wait. Woohoo, we're back to normal. The novelty of being a frog wears off pretty quickly, eh? I know. And having to speak in that awful frog language was so tiring. Too rare bit. Too right. Looks like Drippy misses his old froggy form. Anyway, we should get back to searching for that stone. Wait, Wait, hold on, I'm gonna pause the recording. Alright, sorry about that. I'm currently recording in a closet. That's where I've been recording for the past, I want to say, few videos, for the last few days, actually. And I was just trying to check out there because, the closet I'm recording in, it's connected to a bathroom, and the only way out is through that bathroom. So I was just checking to see if anybody needed in. So yeah. Wait, I think that rainbow-colored frog was trying to lead us here. So why hasn't it changed back into a human like we did? Maybe it was just a normal frog all along. I don't know. But it is curious. Well, I'm sure we'll bump into it again, before long. Now then, let's start looking for that stone, shall we? Sure thing. Let's take a look around these ruins. Alright. Let's look in this chest over here to see what I can find in it. Ooh, an espresso. Alright, let's just try and see what I can find out here. Honestly, I haven't even used any MP, I don't think. And that really sucks, too. Because I haven't been... Like, that's the main reason I've taken as much damage as I have. So yeah. It's because I haven't really been able to heal myself. Let's swap over to Esther so that way I can, you know, tame this, Nodulus. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce that familiar's name. Alright, you know what, I want to tame that Sillymander thing. That's one of the familiars I want to tame out here. Alright, let's swap over to Oliver.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, honestly, that was kind of a waste. For one, back in the overworld, you automatically swap back to Oliver regardless of what happens. Let's call this thing Lisky, which is one of the default names. Either way, you know what? Let's use Healing Touch on some of my party members, since, you know, they're gonna need some health. Wait. What's the point of adding that jail cell there if nothing's gonna be in it? You know, like, that kind of seemed a little pointless if you ask me. Alright, let's check out the map. Okay. I have to go all the way around here. Avoid this... Never mind, I can't avoid that enemy. I want to get that Ouroboros, or Chloroboros. Either or would basically be interchangeable with each other, I'm pretty sure. But either way, let's just try and defeat this thing. Okay, I can only use a max of Frostbite. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and drink this espresso on Oliver, since he is going to need the most MP right now. Alright, let's get rid of this Ouroboros. Man, that really sucks. Both Esther and Swain got knocked out. You know, let's use Arrow of Flight on this thing, just to quickly get it out of the way. So that way I only have to do with the Megalith. Alright, I'm just going to have to repeatedly use Arrow of Light on this thing, for one, to avoid taking any damage, and for two, so I won't have to tire out Tyrone. There we go. Now keep in mind, whenever I get all 3 stones, that makes Mornstar one of the most powerful spells in the game. I believe it's like the 2nd most powerful spell in the entire game whenever you get all the stones in it. So yeah. Just wait, just like, I want to say 10 more videos, and then I should be able to have the most powerful version of, like, Mornstar possible. Okay, let's just try and avoid, this snake thing. Crap, I couldn't avoid the Sillymander. And that really sucks, too, because I already got one of these familiars. The other 2 I don't have. Hopefully I can, you know, just avoid, catching the, Nodulus, whatever it's called. You know, for obvious reasons. Alright, I didn't catch the Sillymander. At least I can probably, catch this Ouroboros. Yes, I did. Let's swap to Esther real quick and serenade this thing. Because honestly, I want to catch it. Honestly, good on the devs for not making the party members, the other party members, attack the familiars you can, you know, tame. Good on the devs for that, because honestly, that was way too useful of a design choice, you know, for obvious reasons. Taylor. Let's just keep that name as is. Alright. You know what, if I get the... You know what, let's check and see how much MP Puppet String takes. Okay, 5 MP. That should be more than enough right now. That's more than enough MP that I need. Just getting rid of, you know, all that. Yeah. Wait, I just came all this way for nothing? Man, I gotta travel back over that one field of, you know, that marking. Man, that sucks. Because that means that I potentially have to turn back into a frog, too. Alright, I'm just gonna run from this fight. That would be for the best,
Here goes nothing.
for obvious reasons. Considering it would just be pointless to stay in this fight, with as little MP as I have right now. And on top of the fact my other party members don't really have as powerful of attacks as Oliver. So yeah, it would just be pointless to, try and fight anything right now. Um, so I'm just gonna, like, if I have to be forced to enter a fight, I'm just gonna immediately
Here
run
goes nothing.
away. Um, so that way I can, at least keep up my MP while not having to fight. Um, like, if I come across one of those weird tablet things where I can restore my MP and HP, I'll come back and try and tame some of these familiars off camera, if I get lucky enough. Um, but I probably won't at the same time. Who knows? Because I might not have access to this area after I collect the stone. Um, I might not, but I might. Like, I might, and I might not. Who knows? It could go either way at this point. Um, Considering, for one, this is an important location that doesn't seem like it would be able to be returned to. So, yeah, that's the main reason I'm bringing that up. I could have the ability to, I could have the ability to return. All right, hopefully I don't get, hopefully Oliver doesn't get taken out.
Come on!
Because honestly, I don't really need that kind of bad luck right now. I just really got to get back to this circle. Oh, thank God it didn't turn me back. Wait, there's that frog. There's the rainbow frog that I needed to get over to. All right. Ribbit, ribbit. Nature's tongue. Thank God I have enough MP for this. Help him, please. Who is this him you're talking to? Oh, well, about. Alright, let's head in here. Wait, did I seriously just waste some MP just to have the frog say, help him, please? Where are we? Crikey, this place is a bit blinking grim. Must be a prison or something. Huh, you think? Is someone there? Is there someone there? Um, who's that? It's a flippin' frog. Another one. Another one? Do you mean to say that someone else has been blighted by my curse? Curse? Actually, we weren't cursed and turned into frogs ourselves. But we didn't look like you, so, like you do. Leave now. You must leave this place. It's dangerous. But you, do not waste your time worrying about me. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Oh, Oliver, we've gotta help him. Yes, we have to help him. I guess I can use magic to get the door open. Let's give it a try. Alright, I know what spell to use. It's Spring Lock. Um, alright, it's Spring Lock. Yeah, I still have enough MP for that, puppet string thing. If I get lucky enough. What are you doing? Leave me alone, I beseech you. Wait a minute, are you the Frog Prince? You know who I am. But how? Frog Prince of the Desert. That's you, isn't it? The one who left his kingdom, abandoning his princess? How do you... What are you going on about, Esther? Are you trying to confuse us or something? No, hear her out. This is actually pretty important lore for this whole temple and stuff. It wouldn't take much to confuse the likes of you, Swain. I'm just a bit shocked. All right. I didn't think we were going to bump into a prince from a fairy tale, did I? A fairy tale? I see. So that is how you know of me. Now let me think. Ah, yes, I remember. All right, listen carefully. Once upon a time, before the fathers of our fathers were born. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother reading this because it auto scrolls. All right, I'm just gonna let you guys read that. But I'm gonna keep my mic off, for that reason. So yeah. What? Why would he drink a potion that turned him into a frog? Frog doesn't stand a chance of beating a snake. I haven't finished the story yet. I told you to listen carefully, didn't I? Not to ask stupid questions. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the reason he decided to turn into a frog was to lull the serpent into a false sense of security by becoming one of its favorite foodstuffs, if I recall correctly. Yes, my apologies. Please continue. Alright, I'm gonna turn off my mic here. Wow, you can tell that the prince and the princess were really in love. Considering she waited there just for a guy who she didn't even think was alive to return, even though it was highly unlikely that he would. You can tell that they loved each other very much at that point. Yeah, I know that sounds like a bit of delusion, but trust me, it's kind of like fairy tale romantic. Hmm, she waited, you say. I see that it truly has become a fairy tale. Gee, that's a pretty sad story. Every girl in Alma Moon is told that story when they're young, and everyone cries the first time they hear it. Speak of it as if it were a work of fiction. I'm sorry, Prince Ali. Is this a reference to both The Princess and the Frog and Aladdin? Like, well, Arabian Nights, but yeah. Prince Ali. It has been a very long time since anyone has called me by my name. Well then, shall I tell you the final chapters of your fairy tale? The final chapter? So the prince left his princess behind and turned back on his kingdom. The princess's name was Yazmina, by the way. She was the love of her prince's life, and yet he abandoned her. Many years passed, and the prince remained a frog, only to find to his dismay that he was unable to die. Yes, he was destined to live as a frog forever, even after his kingdom had been razed to the ground. That's just terrible. I may have suffered, but it is nothing compared to the pain I caused my beloved Yasmina. Indeed, I feel sometimes that this is just punishment. But why are you in the cell, Your Highness? It is to escape it is the certain Apep? I hope I pronounced that correctly. He has returned. Someone brought him back to life. I don't think there are many people who could breathe new life into an ancient monster. Yes, I can only think of one. You mean Shadar? Apep wasted no time in taking his revenge. That is how I came to be imprisoned here. Um, who can say how long he intends to prolong my agony? Have I not suffered enough to remain in this form, to live without my beloved? Oliver, isn't there a spell you can cast to bring Prince Ali back to normal? You mean something to lift the curse that turned him into a frog? I hope there is. Hang on a flippin' minute. Why don't we use that magic circle that lifted our froggy curse? You're right. It worked for us. Maybe it would work for him. But surely you did not consume this same shape-shifting potion that I did. Well, it wasn't a potion, no, but it was important. But that's not important right now. Come on, Your Highness. Let's give that magic circle a try. Could such a magic truly reside in this temple? But and what if I were to become human again? What new torments would Apep devise for me then? You mustn't think about things like that, Your Highness. You have to try, at least. Now come with us. We'll take you straight to the circle. Um, all right, let's come on, Prince Ali. Um, all right, let's see what I can do. But I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. All right. Now that I have that stone right here, the stone, let's go ahead and heal up all my stats. Um, all right, let's go find that rainbow frog thing. Where did it go? But then again, that was a long story, so I wouldn't be surprised if it just ran away. Either way, let's just get Prince Ali over to the circle. Prince Ali, this is the magic circle that lifted our curse. Magic circle, could such a thing really have the same effect on me? Well, there's only one way to find out. Yes, you are right. Alright, come on, Prince Ali. Just stand in the middle of the circle. Uh, please work, please work, please work. No, what? I don't understand. He's standing in the magic circle just like we did, but nothing's happening. The poor fellow's been like that for thousands of years. We were only cursed for a few minutes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Prince Ali. I didn't mean to get your hopes up. There is no need to apologize. I was rather expecting this to happen. Honestly, I feel bad for Prince Ali. He's been stuck here for, God, I want to say thousands of years. Like, that's horrible, living like this. You know, I do not believe my curse will be lifted while Apep draws breath. He is doubtless using his own foul magic to strengthen its hold. Well then, it's pretty obvious what we need to do, ain't it? Mr. Drippy's right. There's only one thing for it. Surely not. Surely you are not going to try and defeat Apep. That would be unspeakingly reckless. I shall assist you. I must. You can't fight him, Prince Ali, not in your condition. Don't worry, Prince Ali. You can count on us. We'll defeat Apep and lift your curse. I believe you. Something about you makes me believe. Apep lurks deep within these ruins. I shall take you to him. Alright, let's go and find wherever I need to go with Prince Ali. Alright. I knew that this had to be useful somewhere. Alright. No wonder they call this the Vault of Tears. Looks like someone cried up a tidy little flood. It does. There's miserable. Alright. Have to use, puppet string. In this little circle over here. Okay. I don't know what I can really do with this stuff. Alright. Wait, hold on. I can only use these two statues right here. Wait, I think I know what I need to do with this. I think I need to put them in reverse spots, I think. There we go. I got it correct, surprisingly. Well, at least I solved this puzzle. Because I don't think that those little frog things... Well, actually, those little frog things might have been the solution, because, leapfrog. I hope you understand what I mean by that. By playing leapfrog. Either way, let's just see what I can do with this newfound path. Because it has to lead somewhere. Okay, I know where I need to go now. Especially with this new stuff that I can find. Alright, let's head over here. I don't want to open up any chests or anything because I don't want to risk stumbling onto a cursed panel. Wait, I think I have to head down here and just... Never mind, I don't think that little circle down there is going to do anything, I don't think. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Let's just head down these stairs real quick and just see what this little... You know what, I don't think that pad will be useful because it leads to a different area over here. Alright. I don't know what this does. You know what, it might... That little pad might be useful, actually. Considering it's the only area I can really access that does seem of hold some importance. You know? Okay, it was a Nyx trap. Um, alright, let's use spring lock. Man, I have to... I don't even have any items to, stop the Nyx. You know what? I think I have a way that I can actively get away from the Nyx, I think. Let's just use Swain's gun here, since, I can use this. To open up that thing right there. Storm Serpent, Scales. Man, this is gonna suck, because I have to wait out all this. Either way, let's just try and walk around a little. I can't even use any spells or anything right now, and that really sucks. The only time I can use, all that stuff is whenever the Nyx wears off. Let's just try and explore around a little. Crap, I walked right into that one. Both literally and figuratively, you know? Let's just see what, this has in store for me. Huh. Okay, it's a chest. A green man's cloak. That seems kind of important. You know what? I have a way to actually avoid the Nyx traps. I do. It's a spell called Levitate. But I can't cast any spells. That really sucks. I can't even cast Levitate to get across with that spell. To get across that Nyx trap. I'm gonna turn off my mic real quick. You know what? Let's just try and rush back to that stone. The one where I can actually heal up all my stats. Man, that really sucks. You know what? Might as well just wait out this battle. Might as well. For obvious reasons. I can't even use spells or anything. Which is some of my most powerful attacks. Let's run away.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this really sucks, because I have to both wait out the Nyx and get out of this battle. I'm gonna pause the recording. Alright, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and run away. Thank God I don't have Nyx anymore. That really sucks. Having that kind of I think it's like a curse or something. But yeah, I think I have to heal up on Esther and Swain, and I should have enough MP to both cast Levitate and Spring Lock. So yeah, let's try and see what I can do over here. Okay, let's cast Levitate. Considering that should be able to get me over this Nyx trap over here. Okay, Spring Lock. Wait, a Serpent Key. Okay, that should be good. That's all I really need, I think. For right now, anyways. So let's get back to the Prince Ali. Okay, I know where to go. So let's just head back over here and just try and get over to that door. You know what? Might as well just try and challenge, whatever the serpent's name is. I already forgot. Honestly, don't care to remember, because he's clearly just a boss enemy, if anything. So the King of Cobras is up ahead, is he? Let's go ahead and just try and fight him. Because I still have plenty of time in this video to fight him. And honestly, I just want to try and get through as much of the game as possible throughout these videos, now that I converted the game over to videos instead of streams. So yeah, I want to at least try and get through as much of the game as possible. Alright.
Hey,
Alright, let's go ahead and start this fight with Apep. Now I probably should have went back to that stone, either one that's in this, temple. I probably should have went to either of them before I started this fight, because that would have been the far smarter option. I think I can win this fight regardless. Alright, let's just go ahead and just try and preserve my MP as much as possible. And also my HP, since, you know, that is heavily tied into that. Okay. Let's go ahead and just try and grab these MP orbs, so that way, I can, you know, at least try and preserve my MP. I'm gonna save my sandwiches too, since I only have, like, 2 or 3 of them left. Okay, let's see what I can do. Okay. I have at least to, you know, finish up this fight before I can end off the video. Because I want to at least finish one boss per video. You know, like, that's one thing I know I want to do. You know, if I get the opportunity to anyways. Alright. Death Rattle. Let's defend. Because I am not taking any damage from an attack called Death Rattle. For obvious reasons. Because that might cause an instant death. Oh, thank God that didn't deal anything. Oh, thank God it missed Swain, because he was the only one not defending. Alright. Let's go ahead and just defend. Alright, let's collect these blue orbs, since those are MP orbs. Yeah, I just have to win this fight against Apep. Honestly, I really love this game. It genuinely is just so... Like, it's genuinely something that I really enjoy, like, the whole anime aesthetic. On top of, you know, the fact it's made by, like, one of the people who worked on the game is Studio Ghibli. Like, it just is really fun to me, you know? Alright. Let's just use all-out defense if I have to. And then if I get any of those weird golden orbs, I'm using that immediately. Like, I would be stupid to not use them. You know, like if I ever get across any, I'm using them. But yeah. Either way, let's just try and see what I can do with Arrow of Light. I'm gonna have to use a sandwich on Oliver. You know, to actually heal up a little on Oliver. Okay. Let's go ahead and just attack Apep. Ooh, a blue orb. I'm gonna grab that. Let's just go ahead and keep attacking while I'm at it. You know, I gotta get him as low as humanly possible, before the end of the fight. You know, because for obvious reasons, I want to at least win this fight. This video. Hopefully I don't lose, like, at all. Because I've been training way too hard for all of this. You know, for it all to go to waste. You know? Alright, let's see what I can do. Because I at least have to deal some damage here while I'm at it. Okay, I have to bring back Oliver. Alright, let's use defense. Well, defend. Did that give me any orbs? I don't think it did. Okay, I can use, 2 more, you know, arrows of light. Well, 1 more now. Until I get 2 more MP, I can't use Arrow of Light anymore. Okay, let's just try and keep dealing damage to Apep. You know, until I eventually win the fight. Alright, let's see what I can do. You know, let's use Healing Touch. You know, so that way I can, you know, at least deal some damage here. I have to gain some of these orbs. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, thank you, Drippy. Crap, that wasn't what I needed you to throw it at. I needed to throw him a little bit to the right, so that way Esther wouldn't have picked it up. Man, that really sucks, too. Because I really needed that orb, like, more than anything. You know? Well, at least I at least there's some here. And it did give me enough MP to, use one arrow of light. So at least that did help out a little. Alright, let's just see what I can do here. I'm not being stupid and, putting all my party members at risk. I'm not being stupid that way. Well, at least I can actually use another arrow of light. But then again, I can't use any more spells past that because I ran out of all my MP. Alright, let's see what I can do here. I'm against Death Rattle. Hopefully this works. So yeah. Alright. Thank God that, didn't do anything. So honestly, that would have kind of screwed me over if it didn't do anything to defend me. Alright, I have to grab this orb. Let's use defend. Alright, there we go. Please, I need more MP. That's all I really need right now. It's just MP in general. Maybe one of those weird golden orbs. That's all I really need by the end of this fight. So that way I can deal big damage. Like that's the one thing I know I need the most of is just big damage. Alright, honestly, at least Esther can use healing here. That's pretty good. Ooh, MP, I need that. Alright. Wow, 2 Nices back to back. That is just some genuine luck if you ask me. Like, I don't even think I could get that kind of luck ever again. Either way, let's just defend. Alright. Ooh, there's a golden orb. I really needed this. Alright, let's back up from Apep. So that way I can use Burning Heart. It doesn't cost any MP, and it is like a really, really powerful attack. Like by far one of the most powerful attacks in Oliver's arsenal. Either way, let's just try and use all out defense. You know what? Never mind. Let's just try and deal as much damage to Apep as possible. I'm close to the end of the fight, so yeah, I should be pretty close to winning. Just looking at how much HP he has left, I should be able to win. Alright, let's use defend on all my party members. I'm about to win the fight against Apep, judging by how low his health is. Alright, let's just try and gather up all these orbs, so that way I can have enough MP and HP to win this fight. Yeah, I might want to use defend real quick. Yeah, that was probably for the best. Alright. Arrow of Light. That deals some pretty big damage. Alright, let's just try and see what I can do here. I'm gonna have to heal up. Wait, never mind, there's a golden orb, so that would be pretty much a big waste if I, used any MP or, healing items to bring up my health. Alright, let's see what I can do here. Considering this is like one of the, I think, final main bosses before I can actually defeat Shadar, I think. Alright, let's use Healing Touch on Swain real quick. Okay, I gotta use Healing Touch on Esther, and fast too. Alright, let's use a Sandwich on her too. It's my last one. Man, that's gonna suck for a while, considering I can't really heal. Until I get more MP, which, is probably very unlikely, considering how low Apep's health is. So it's either me or him. And I'm going for him losing. I'm going for us winning. For obvious reasons, considering the health difference. Either way, let's just see what I can do here. Okay. Time to grab this golden orb. Okay, there we go. Let's use this Burning Heart. Now, I probably could have saved a bunch of time if I remembered I had to spell Levitate before I got those Nyx traps. I probably could have saved quite a bit of time if I did that instead. Alright, let's see what I can do. Alright, I need this MP orb over here. Man, not just one MP, just short of being able to use another Arrow of Light. That really sucks. Can I at least... Man, screw you, Hister, for grabbing that. I really needed that to be able to defeat Apep. Either way, I should be able to defeat him with whatever attack power Tyrone has. Alright. Let's just see what I can do. You know what? Fireball. Let's defeat him with... Yeah, that defeated him with one of the first spells I even unlocked. I think it's like one of the first 2 spells you can unlock in the entire... Wait, no, first 3 spells in the entire game. The other 2 that you can unlock after that is Gateway and Healing Touch, I think. I could have that information wrong, and you could have gotten a couple more spells, but you know, like, it would only make sense if Fireball was one of the first spells you unlock. This is it. One of Morningstar's magic stones. So that slimy Apep had it all along, did he? Good work, Ollie boy. I am speechless. I can scarcely believe that Apep has been defeated. And yet, Prince Ali, is this? It's the curse. The curse is lifting. Um, Honestly, I'm glad for Ali that his curse is being lifted. You know, um, I'm Prince Ali. Wow, it's a miracle. He's human again. After all these years, it seems I have returned to normal. Too right you have. So what are you still looking so glum for? Though I am human once more, my kingdom is not but in ruins. And she's long gone. Our story has already become a fairy tale. Everyone knows how it ends. But your highness, man, that sucks. Ribbit. Huh? You're that frog we saw before. Where have you been all this time? A frog? Huh? Wait. What if that frog is the princess, like Yasmin? Um, this frog helped us back when we were cursed. In fact, it led us straight to you. Yeah, honestly, it would make sense if that was Yasmin as a frog, because you know, uh, well, it did say rarebit instead of ribbit. On top of the fact it said, please help him earlier. So yeah, truly, how very. Huh? Honestly, I was right. Thank God for that one. Where the heck did she come from? Surely not. Surely this is impossible. Yazmina, my beautiful Princess Yazmina. Huh? Huh? Ali, I've been waiting for you. Waiting for so long. And I was a frog as well, just like you. Is this a dream? Are you really? But how? Hang on a minute. So that colorful frog we saw was actually a princess? I think I'm going to cry. I drank the same potion as you, Ali. Um, the potion that changed you into a frog. The one that cursed you. I thought if I were cursed as well, then you would not be alone. You did this for me. I always believed that we would meet again, Ali. I knew that your curse would be lifted one day, and I had only to wait and wait. Yasmina, Ali. Honestly, I love the relationship. Um, but yeah, let's see what I can do here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You need not worry about us anymore. We are together again, and that is all that matters. Yes, we will finally be able to spend our lives together, just as we always wished. But where are you going to go? I didn't want to mention it, but your kingdom. Well, It ain't what it ain't what it was. Seen better days and all that. That is true, though this is also a magnificent city in in its own right. Um, I feel sure that we can make it our home. Indeed, it is a fine city, and we should not dwell on the past. We should think about all what we can contribute to the world of today. Have you considered becoming a babana merchants? My father really enjoys it, and the free babanas are a real bonus. Babanas? What are they? Alright, I suppose they didn't have babanas back in your day. You really should try one, Your Highness. They're delicious. They sound wonderful. I cannot wait to taste my first babana. Huh, it's nice to see you smiling. You're really lucky to have been given a second chance at happiness, you know. Don't let it slip away. Honestly, Swain's right. Don't let that kind of love slip away. You know, Swain's right. You've waited thousands of years for this moment. Indeed. And it is thanks to you that it has finally arrived. Esther, I think you'd better change the ending of that fairy tale. Oh yes, absolutely. And what will the new ending be? Let me think. Please wait. Do not be so hasty in writing the endings of our story, I beseech you. Yeah, I suppose this fairy tale isn't over yet, is it? Certainly not. Indeed, I feel that it is. To be continued. Uh, right. Let's get a move on, shall we? I reckon the happy couple might want some time alone. Oh, of course. Why? You've got a lot to learn, Ollie boy. You really have. Anyway, that's quite enough talking. Let's get walking. We've got things to do, you know. Oh, they're gonna have the honeymoon treatment, if you know what I mean. I sure hope you know what I mean when saying the honeymoon treatment. You know, yes, we should go. I'm sure we'll be seeing this fairy tale couple again soon, anyway. Honestly, I'm glad Yazmina and Ali finally met up again. I'm really glad about that one. You know, for the short time that I actually known them, I'm happy that they met up again. You know, like I'm kind of a sucker for at least half decent love stories. You know, I'm a real big sucker for that. And honestly, you can't really blame me there. But real quick, I'm gonna pause the recording. All right. That's going to be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.